Dell. Well, this is in fact one of the machines that can run Windows, it can play games, it can even freaking read DVD drives. What the hell? So this is the Dell optiplex 755, a machine that I found basically abandoned at the side of the road, waiting to get picked up and, well, go to landfill. Well, guess what? Since I am an enthusiast, well, I decided, you know what? F it. There were more PCs that I guess I could cover in the future if I technically wanted to. Let's open her up, a single latch, boom. And then we just lift the top cover, and won't you look at this? Wow, this is like fairly great stuff right here. Holy crap. This is the inside of it. Now if you wonder, well, wasn't this clean when you got it? Well, actually, no. It was like, I had basically some stuff that I had to work on. Yeah, those were other PCs. There were other PCs, then there was this one, and you know, this one, well, you didn't play a drum roll. This one did in fact not work by default, because this thing had a blown or loose capacitor, which basically is not really ideal, and especially with its type of layout, as you guys can kind of see here, well, she had some major issues regarding the basic functionality, like the motherboard just not turning on despite it getting light. Now what I think happened is one night it probably had a BIOS update and things, and it probably didn't do that, and well, now that it didn't do that, you know, now she isn't working. Now then, I go to eBay after picking this thing up and cleaning it up very thoroughly. She looks like she's brand new again. I cleaned the ever-living love out of it, and I absolutely love this thing. So yeah. Anyways, so I cleaned her up, took her home, basically gave her a new breath of life. I replaced the CMOS thermal paste, well, external GPU, the NVIDIA, whatever. So at some point it's gonna be doomed to die, but then at that point, I mean, you know, we have some other options. You know, it's not like I have this thing or one of these. Well, this is an EVGA GTX 760. We cannot install it right now because, you know, there's still the original power supply in this thing. This is actually the original. I'm surprised they left it in there. No, this hard drive was not original. The second, basically, I got this thing, had no hard drive, just had the bay. And I was like, well, why? Why did they remove all the hard drives? I guess to keep their privacy. Alright, so today, what are we gonna be doing with it? Well, we could just leave it as is, you know, or install a beefier graphics card, but that's not what we're gonna be doing. What were you thinking I'm gonna do in this video? Well, I'm not gonna be giving it any upgrades at all. In fact, we're gonna leave it just like it is, and well, that's not the only thing. These things are notorious for breaking. I saw some videos on YouTube on like shorts and things not that long ago, where in fact this guy was not like one of the affected models, but there were affected models which had an orange light of death and things like that. So, what is so nice about this thing? Well, for one thing, it's basically screwless. We have basically just one screw, slide open. Now, something I don't understand before I get into it is why does Dell do this? The hard drive is literally upside down. That's just nice. Alright, so I'm gonna need to switch to a secondary camera because my primary camera is about to die. So let's go and get into it. Alright, so now we are in fact set up. Well, to begin with, yeah, I did not pick the best monitor. It's an Acer monitor, nothing too special, just, you know, for our Dell experience here. I don't have matching monitors, but I promise in the next video we'll at least figure out a solution to this. Now I had to switch to a secondary camera since my primary camera decided, well, you know what, I want to die. So yeah, I'm gonna show you what's on it right now. So I just turned it on. It's very quiet actually when she turns on. There we have it, the ever-loving Dell original logo. Huh? What the? Oh no, there we go. I was like, what's it doing? And it actually works. Alright. Yeah, it's Windows 7, folks. We won't be getting that like startup sound because this monitor has no speakers. Well, it's taking a hot minute. but she's close. We're getting there, slowly but surely. We are getting there. Please, please. Yeah, this thing, by the way, is so heavy. Like, honestly, it's extremely heavy. So I don't really want to carry it too much. And yes, I have a mouse hooked up. Did our memory just go break itself? Did we just lose some RAM stuff? What just happened? Did we like lose RAM? That's what happened. No, we're still at 4 gigabytes. Just like we should be. Yeah, classical hard drives. Is it really gigabit? Well, I guess I probably hadn't figured that out beforehand. Alright, so my flash drive is finished. So now let's get started on what we're doing. I'm gonna plug it in here. I recall probably something like F12. It says it on boot up, so we're gonna have to wait for it to start up. I love that sound. By the way, the BIOS version has been updated because I didn't really want to have like any compatibility issues or something that could happen. USB device. Can you boot from? Ooh. Oh yeah. We're doing it right, baby. We're doing it right. I'm gonna let it do its thing. What do you want to do? Oh, there we go. Okay, I guess it just took a while. Here's that. I'm hoping you guys can kind of still read it. I think you can though. Yeah, you can. Alright, so now we're running stuff and it says, welcome to Archlinux. Yeah, people are gonna hate me for using Arch. I already see the comments in the comment section be like, why haven't you used this? Or why haven't you used that distro? Well, my simple answer to that is, if you don't like Arch, then you know, get out of this video. I'm not toxic, by the way. But alright, so what we're gonna do is, because I don't want to work through all this weird stuff to like set it up, the first command I'm gonna issue is pacman, which is the package manager, S, and then I'm gonna do arch install. I think that was the command. Oh yeah, sy, I forgot. Yeah. There we go. Do we want to save? Yes. Okay, here we go. Alright, and then we just need to run arch install. Yeah, I know it's not like, you know, your classical Arch Linux installation video. For those who were expecting me to do this properly, well, you guys don't know me. So English, locals, we'll keep it like this. I'll just have to change the keyboard layout to another setup here, because it's actually a German layout, so I'm gonna have to change it to that. But apart from that, everything's staying the same. Mirrors and repositories. You know what? We're gonna select regions. I'm gonna say I want to have the German stuff, basically, which is just gonna add some repository stuff to this. Alright, so we have repositories, disk configuration, partitioning. I would love to use the default partition layout. Then select my hard drive, and I'm gonna use it as ext4. Alright, so now it has been partitioned, so I can go back. Bootloader, Rob, for sure. Hostname, we're gonna call this Delta, because this is actually the name it has. I gave it the name Delta because it's a big PC. Alright, so root password. Give me... user account, which I guess is a user I can specify, so I'm gonna add a user. I'm gonna call it GTV. Oh, it has to be all lower. Alright, GTV. We're gonna run this as a server, so we're gonna get, you know, we could actually install most of this probably via hand. We're gonna get SSH network configuration. Can I configure my network by myself? Well, fine. I guess I'm gonna define an IP address. So it's 192.168.178. I think 4 is available, /24. But like, there is in fact a script allowing it to do it. So yeah, that's why I'm like, whoa. Starting installation. Oh, there we go. Keyring stuff from Arch Linux. You would think Arch is hard to install. Well, not really. At least if you use a tool like this. I'm not implying you should. I'm just saying, you know, you can use a tool like that. There we go. Now it's going to just do some stuff. We're basically going to be blasting off into space here. If you look at the package sizes, we're lifting off. We have liftoff, guys. Whoa, there we go. Yeah, probably overreacting. I just want to make this video somewhat entertaining for you guys to watch.
Jesus Christ. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So we would like to, I would love to do some post configuration stuff. So I'm just gonna see it through into it. Let me just add stuff like -sy new fetch. Are you not able to find new fetch? Usually there should be a version that actually works. Oh my god, look at that. Okay, so you can see we have the NVIDIA GeForce 6200 LE with the Core 2 Duo fully working. Alright, so I'm gonna say power off. This shouldn't normally. We do have to type exit. And then if I do power off, does that shut down? Yeah, it does. Okay, so now we have the next battery in. By the way, yeah, I did just swap the batteries in. Wow, that's hot. That battery is like cooking in there. It's like grilling a freaking steak. But you know, it's fine. As long as it doesn't blow up in my face, we're gonna be good. Okay, so we're gonna need to log in as root. Now, yeah, we have it, okay. So I'm going to type, there's probably no nano. Let me just install that. SY nano, because that's actually kind of the thing that I actually kind of like to use. So let's actually let this do the thing. We're gonna say yes, and now we're installing nano, and I think we can also get neo fetch. Why not? Is this no longer an Archlinux command? I mean, we have this different other one. We just yeah we have high fetch. You know, that's basically neo fetch, just different. There you go. Boys getting proud. No, but like actually, there we go. So yeah, you can see the resolution, you can see the shell, you can see the uptime, all that stuff. Now let me just go and nano into /etc sshd_config, and in here we will have to edit actually like one setting, which is like permit root login, remove the hashtag, and we want to set that to yes, like this. And press this and that, or Control O and Control X, and now we are basically ready. And we're gonna need to do, I don't know if no, that's not a command. Actually, in that case, I'm just gonna reboot, because why not? So there we go. So I just saved it, and now the rest of this can kind of commence on another PC of mine, and well, we can do some fun stuff with it. I have an idea of what we could try to do, but I don't know if it will run.
Okay, so now that I've been kind of going through this here, we're going to SSH into the system. So how we're gonna do this without any like, you know, special stuff? Well, it goes SSH root, then at 192, excuse me, I had a mistypo there. No, my animal fell off my screen. I have like a little fox sitting on top of my monitors. Very cute, but regardless of that. 8178.4. Yes, we do want to accept it. And then we want to type the password. Okay, and then we are. Okay, let me just type clear. So here we are. We can run high fetch. What are there like other commands? No, it's just this. Okay, but there you go. So you can see this works. All right. So yeah, still the exact same system, the optiplex 755. Yeah, it's the 755. I probably got it wrong in the beginning. Anyways, but yeah, so now we have, you know, memory available at our disposal. But let's go ahead and do something a little out of the ordinary. I don't know if wget is a thing. Is it? No. Okay, so we're gonna need to install pacman-sy wget. That way. Oh, so it does matter how you type it, lower or upper. I do want wget. I know it's Debian command, but basically, yeah, okay, so we got that. Now we will need to go into our browser here, and yes, I've been downloading some stuff. I'm gonna do this on a second screen. What's the latest currently? Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay. So in that regard, how would I do this? Okay, so we have to type this command, which doesn't exist. Let me just ask one of my little toys. Yeah, people aren't gonna like it. I know people aren't gonna like this video. At least not if I keep this in. Editor, remove this. Need to run a pacman-syu command to get everything up to date, then we have to get, let me just search for it real quick. So I'm gonna use pacman-s open jdk. Oh, so it is on here then. So it is here. That's cool. Okay. I would need the JRE though. And I should probably search for open JRE probably. That can give me better results. Alright. I use the... Well, JDK would also technically work fine. Doesn't really matter. Can be fine. Okay, so let me just get this. I'm gonna do... So essentially what you're watching me do right here is actually set up a physical server, or more or less a Minecraft server. I've decided to kind of speed this process up so you guys don't have to always continue watching for no reason. And basically all I'm doing is setting up Linux here and getting ready to run the Minecraft server. For your pleasure of viewing, I have adjusted the speed, so enjoy.
Press
Okay.
Enter to enable the narrator.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna keep it on that language for now. Let me set. You know, my channels are actually fine. I'm gonna set this to ×2 like this. I'm gonna disable VSync, and then I'm gonna set my frames to unlimited. There we go. Okay. All right. Yes, allow. Now let me type the IP address of it. So it was 192.168.178.4. Was it? I think it was. Let's see if we can. Yeah, we can. Okay, there we go. Loading terrain. Yeah, she do be taking a while. Even with just me on one instance. Oh, now I'm in. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. I guess if I like increase or like decrease the tick time, it could potentially work. Well, no. Now she's kind of working. Now she's kind of okay. Hey, that's not too bad. How much stuff are we sending through? Let me just open btops and btop take a look. Yeah, I knew we were gonna be hitting it pretty hard. Like, look, CPU is like completely up to the max. We're freaking like 45 degrees. Wow. I mean, I'm not like, wow, that's high. It's just, it's not. Get out. No, get out of here. Okay. So we're gonna keep it running for a little bit. We'll keep the CPU heating up a little. But yeah, this is like, once you're in, she's all sweet. Look, you can even break blocks. And look, it's like I'm playing a normal instance. Wow, that actually works. Well, for funsies, I could ask if I could leave it up for at least like, I don't know, when this video comes out, so you guys can kind of build along with me, or I might just do a let's play where I play on the server. I don't know. But dang, that's nice. Now let me enable some shaders so we can get my main to kind of like freaking burn the house down. I don't know how much cooling it is currently internally. I have no clue at all. Look at that. Wow. Here we go, boys. Here we go. Or girls. Anyways, here we go, boys and girls. We have a Minecraft server running. Is that the fan? Or is that my main? Let me just take a listen real quick. I'll be right back. Well, that's my main. My main freaking out. I was like, you know what? Like, yeah. But okay, once we're in, look. He's all sweet. We finally got it somewhat. I mean, rendering chunks, you know, constantly like 8 chunks at a time. That's already enough demand. But look, once you're in, she's all sweet. She just takes a little while, but I mean, that is to be expected, especially if you're constantly rendering new chunks. But once you go back into like chunks that were there, that's not bad. Wow, that's even better than another Dell I have, which, despite it can render chunks, it doesn't do a proper good job of it. Wow. No shot that I'm playing on a freaking Dell optiplex. There's no shot at all. Wow. This is amazing. There is in fact an internal plugin. Well, if there's enough demand for this to keep it operating, I might do that actually. Maybe, like, I don't know, it's just interesting, honestly, because it's like, you know, like everything. Look, she even renders chunks. This is like perfect. This is what we should be seeing. I mean, it's not perfect, you know, like my like Ryzen system, the one that I have, which I run during the day, that one actually freaking like breaks like apart this Dell altogether. But I mean, if you consider we're playing on like a Core 2 Duo with like a small amount of cooling in it, because the Dell actually does kind of have to work for this. It's not bad. A core 2 duo really isn't. Wow, look at those structures. Wow. I'm not gonna look that Enderman directly into the eyes, otherwise it's gonna be freaking the hell out and I don't have anything to defend myself. We have dirt and we have leaf litter. Nice. Whoa, no. Get over here. Get the living heck out of you. You dingus. God damn it. Freaking. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, we even got the bow. Nice. Oh, I can defend myself. Yeah. Dang it. Oh my god. There's no way spiders can go into water. I mean, it's not my first time playing Minecraft. I play it with some friends sometimes. Yeah, drown. Drown. Drown, you beast. Drown. Ow. What the? What? No. Oh my god. 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 This is way too much fun. Fighting and running on my freaking Dell. It's running so smooth. And that's with 2 cores, man. Take that, stupid Dell Optiplex 3050 Micro. Take that, you dingus. That's like running with like... Wow, look. Even the enemies are moving smooth. Well, I mean, yeah, that is because I'm connected internally, but still. Wow. That is... Holy frick, that's awesome. I have to kind of build around here so that I don't die. Oh crap, I think spiders can climb the height. Let me just... There we go. Okay. Jesus, try this at home. If you have an old PC, go ahead and like use it as a run other servers like Arc or things, but for those you really need more RAM. But Jesus H Christ. Okay, let's give this a short little while here. Joining world, loading terrain. Oh, there we are. Okay, can I now run Neo Fetch? Is it because it can't access it internally? Is that why? As I mentioned, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to... You dumb of it. Ah, crap. Okay, fine. So, I'm gonna do it again. Enjoyed the video. Not again. Why the hell do you have a hit range like that? Wait, let me just climb onto this tree real quick. So that this... Oh crap, he's coming to get me. Oh my god. Can't even film my freaking outro. So if you guys liked the video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And also, if you have anything to say, you know, just leave it down in the comments. I'll read through it and I will respond, I promise. And what we can also maybe do is I can host the event. Be sure you're joined to my Discord server. The link is down in the video description. You know, we might do some events where, you know, you guys can play on the server. We might make this maybe a longer thing if the server is basically on high demand. However, please keep in mind that if I do decide to publish this project, it's not going to be a 24/7 server because, you know, I have to save some stuff on energy bills. But as I said, definitely check out my other videos if you haven't already seen them. And yeah, so I'm going to finish up the video by saying thanks for watching and see you guys next time. Bye! That's a perfect ending. It's after my recording, I know it's after my recording, but like one of these plates, one of these like soundproofing type of plate thingies, this just came off. And I had to stick it back on because the heat in this room. And yeah, she's still running.